You know that moment when everything's going perfectly, the kissing's good, the touch is right, the connection's warm, and then out of nowhere, your brain whispers, what if it doesn't work this time? And just like that, your body shuts down. Not because you're not attracted or anything's wrong, but because one tiny thought hijacks your entire system. That's the fear of failure in bed. And it's one of the biggest, most silent confidence killer men deal with. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to break that cycle step by step so your body can finally do what it's designed to do. Because I see this every single week. Men in their 20s, 30s, 50s, and 60s all saying the same thing. I can get hard when I'm alone by myself, but not with my partner. And underneath that sentence, there's always another one. It says, I just don't want to fail again. Because when it keeps happening, it becomes more than just an erection issue. It becomes an identity issue. It shakes your confidence. It makes you feel like you've lost something, even though you haven't. You're not broken, you're just stuck in a loop your brain learned to protect you. You know how when you go to the doctor, they don't guess what's wrong. They run tests, a blood test, a urine sample, an x-ray, something that actually shows what's happening under the surface. Well, when you start noticing changes in your erection, taking longer to get hard, losing firmness halfway through, fewer morning erection, or just feeling inconsistent, you need the same thing, a proper test. Not more Googling, not another top 10 hacks in a blog, not another supplement, Viagra trial, pumps and porn detox, and influencer advice. You need an x-ray for your erection vitality. That's why I designed the ultimate vitality check, a free private 2 minutes assessment that gives you real clarity. It shows you 3 things: your erection health score, where you actually stand objectively, what's driving the changes, whether it's mental stress, relationship tension, confidence, identity pressure, or physiological foundation. And the best part, what to do about it next. It's the closest thing to an x-ray you can take from home for your erection. And yes, it's free, completely private, takes only 2 minutes, and your personalized report lands straight in your inbox with your score, the reason behind the scene, the drivers, and your next steps. If you notice any changes in your erection, start with clarity. Don't guess, test it. Okay, so let's start with the loop of fear, how it actually starts. The very first time you lose an erection, whether it's from stress, being tired, being under pressure, or just a bad day, your brain takes a snapshot. It says, this was painful, let's avoid that happening again. Next time intimacy starts, your body remembers that moment more than the pleasure. Your system goes on alert. Your mind jumps ahead to the outcome. Your body tightens. Your breathing shortens. Your arousal can't even get through. You're not aroused anymore. You're evaluating. And the harder you try to make it work, the more you push yourself into fight and flight. You know, it's like trying to fall asleep while staring at the clock. The more effort you add, the further away the result becomes. This is the loop. Fear to anxiety, to blocked arousal, and reinforced fear. And it doesn't mean you're not attracted or not masculine. It just means your nervous system is trying to incorrectly protect you. Now here is where most men get stuck. There's a name for this called spectatoring. It's when you stop being in the experience and you start watching yourself from the outside. Am I hard enough? Is she noticing? What if it goes down again? What if I fail? The moment you step into that commentator role, arousal collapses. Because erections live in your parasympathetic nervous system, the calm, safe, connected state. Anxiety kicks you into sympathetic mode, survival mode. It's kind of like trying to hit accelerator and brake at the same time in your car. The solution isn't to force calm, it's to shift your focus back into the body, sensation over evaluation. What do my hands feel? What do I smell? What do I hear? What's the warmth here? What's the softness here? You can be anxious and fully present at the same time. But here's the deeper layer most men miss. Fear of failure isn't about performance, it's about control. Men grow up with this message. Your value is in your performance. Your worth is in how well you deliver. Your masculinity is tied into outcome. So when something doesn't go as perfectly as you expect, it feels like the whole identity collapses. The response? Try harder, grip tighter, control more. And the irony, control kills arousal. Desire doesn't respond to pressure, it responds to presence. You can be in performance mode and pleasure mode at the same time. Imagine a musician trying to play beautifully while staring at the sheet of music in panic. The music gets stiff, robotic, anxious, but when he trusts the rhythm, the flow comes naturally. Same here. If all of this hitting home, and if you're realizing that your biggest block isn't physical but mental, you're exactly who I built the Hard Truth Masterclass. It's a free 3-day training where I walk you through retraining your arousal, calming your nervous system, and rebuilding confidence from the inside out. You can start this today, the link is below, but let me break this down into some practical steps. Step 1, reframe failure. Failure isn't proof something's wrong, it's just feedback from the nervous system. The less personal you take it, the less power it has. Step 2, reset your body before your mind. You can't think your way out of this, you have to feel your way out. Slow breathing, slow touch, warmth, eye contact, playfulness, anything that puts your system back into safety. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. This breathing alone can bring arousal back online. Step 3, rebuild trust through low pressure intimacy. Confidence isn't built from success, it's built from repetition. That's why low pressure intimacy nights work so perfectly. Take penetration off the table for a while. Explore, touch, laugh, be curious. When there's no goal, there's no failure, and your nervous system finally learns the truth. I'm safe here. I can let go. One of my clients avoided intimacy for months, not because he didn't want his partner, but because he didn't want to disappoint her again. That avoidance built pressure. The pressure built fear. The fear built more failure. When he came to me, his words were, I feel like I'm letting her down, and I feel like I'm losing myself. We didn't start with techniques, we started with safety, breath work, sensation focus, 2 weeks of low pressure intimacy nights. The turning point, he told me for the first time in a long time, we didn't stress, we laughed. And when laughter returns, so does arousal. That's what happened when your system finally trusts you again. If this fear of failure has been weighing on you, if it's been shrinking your confidence or your relationship, don't sit in it alone. If you are the kind of man who wants clarity and a clear step-by-step plan, book a free Empower Plan call with me. It's not a sales call, it's a space to figure out what's actually going on and what your next move should be. If you're ready for that level of support, the link is below. You don't need to fight fear, you retrain it. And when your body learns that intimacy is safe again, not a test, everything changes. Your confidence rebuilds, your connection deepens, desire comes back, and your erection follows. Now, if you want to know how stress destroys your hormones, watch this video next, because fear of failure doesn't start in the bedroom, it starts in your nervous system. Understanding that piece makes breaking this cycle so much easier. Click it here and I'll see you there.